In tonight's Education Report, proposed legislation for ESAs, or Education Savings Accounts, has been a hot topic in Texas. The School Voucher Program, or School Choice as it's also called, has now passed the Senate, but may have a tough road ahead in the House. I spoke to those on both sides of the issue. There's mixed opinions on the topic. Senate Bill 1 would create Education Savings Account, or vouchers, that would allow families to access taxpayer money to pay for private schools and other educational expenses. The exact per student dollar amount is still being discussed.
The SB 1 would set aside about $500 million for education savings accounts. That translates to about 50 to 60,000 students in Texas at max enrollment, which is still only about 1% of the total population of Texas families.
Those against it say the departing students would result in less money for public schools since state funding is based on student attendance.
Parents in Texas have always had school choice. They've had it since the mid-90s. I do work in a public school setting that is from the state, from taxpayers to help educate our kids. And we feel like any deduction of that, money that comes out of that, we don't think that's fair, and we think it will eventually, we know it will eventually hurt us.
Many local school districts believe the money being considered for education savings accounts should be sent to public schools, as many struggle financially since the pandemic, in addition to inflationary costs. Big Spring ISD Superintendent Jay McWilliams, along with many other school leaders I spoke to, believe private schools and even a homeschool setting are not held to the same standard and won't be moving forward.
Currently, private schools, homeschooling, they do not follow the same rules that we are held to in the state of Texas by the state legislature and by the Texas Education Agency. We have accountability standards, the STAR test. We have financial transparency in our school district. What does that mean? That means that every cent that we spend, which is taxpayer money that comes into Big Spring ISD, is accounted for, and anybody can check on that, and everybody is free to see that at every board meeting.
Nathan Cunine with the American Federation for Children, the largest school choice advocacy organization in the U.S., is a strong advocate for the voucher program because of his personal experience using these types of funds.
When I was a kid, I used the Florida Tax Credit Scholarship Program, which is the school choice program there in Florida, to help pay for my education, which completely changed the trajectory of my life. I became the first in my family to graduate from college, and I credit that completely to school choice.
Everyone has their own opinion regarding the legislation, but now the next step lies in the House's hands.
I want parents. I want to have that choice. My kids are grown, but I got grandkids, and I want my daughter and son-in-law and my son and his wife. I want them to have that choice. And if they decide one day, I want their kids to go to a charter, private school. If they want to homeschool them, they think they could do it better, and they think that would fit them best, great. All power to them. But again, if there's a cost involved, then that's on them for making that choice.
These education savings accounts could be used by families to pay for tuition at a non-public school, but they could also be used. They could be used to help pay for transportation. They could be used for curriculum or other services to help the student really achieve the education that is best for their individual learning style.
Governor Abbott is still waiting for a move in the House of Representatives to move forward with this top priority of his.